back in rap mode. But the way these niggas hate make me put one in they dog. Why you sit right here and light up my face? In the spot sipping drink, I got lean by the case. I'm high the purse, I just smoke for the taste. Remember I took, so I know what it takes. I'm good on your look, and I know that it's safe. If we can't come together, let's separate. They say a fool hit money, I'll easily part. And that's the day I'll be devastated. I can't never get out trap mode. Rain, sleet, snow, I'ma run up a chick in that big body being.
Yeah. What's up? We back here again at Backstage. Today we got another artist. This one is a little personal for me because, I know a lot about this artist, but I want y'all to know a lot about this artist. So without saying anything further, can you tell us about can you start by telling us who you are and your professional name?
Yeah. It's Fatt Fool, man. Fatt Fool, straight out of Columbus, Georgia, man. Born and raised, man.
Straight out of 706, man.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so Fatt Fool, let me ask you a question, man. Give me a little history, man, about the journey into the rap world of music for you, man.
Oh, well, it started off with me. It really started off with me in the church. My family, my mom is a minister, and, I always, I played the drum, keyboard, bass guitar, and things like that, and grew up in the church. That's why it really, easy for me to come up with, music and hooks and stuff, because I've been doing it since I was younger, Okay. And I just, as you get older, you get rebellious and you go get in the streets and you go get a taste of your own,
Yeah, I know that path.
Got out there and I got into the rap. Back in the day, I linked up with my boy Flim, Tebow, and DK.
Yes, DK.
That when I did my first song. Yeah. Out of Space with DK. That's when I did my first song. And ever since then, I've been in the studio. Can't get me out of there.
Still one of the most I'd say one of the most known songs from a hip hop artist. From here.
Facts.
Is Out of Space, man. So, hopefully one day I can get D Keezy to come here and share some ideas, because he's been around for a minute. So, so along along that path, because you said that you grew up in the church, and I think a lot of us did, and had that rebelliousness, as we went on. But what inspired you on the path of rap right now,
Rap right now, what inspired me?
Well, not right now. What inspires you to
just rap?
Yeah, to do that after being, in the church.
Just music always been my passion, but just being around guys that were trying to do it, and seeing them trying to go in the booth and come up with this, and trying to come up with this song, and trying to come up with this melody, and I'm just in there,
right,
and they asking me, they like, what should I do to this? And sometimes they'll leave the studio and the same beat that they be recording on, I go record a song on there. They'll come at, they be like, man, we finna use your song, you know what I'm saying? So it's just like, really like that. I just started rapping like that, man. Just being in there, being around guys that was already rapping.
And it already was in you.
Yeah, it was already in me.
You had that, yeah.
Yeah, it came easy.
So let me ask you, how would you describe your style or your sound? Because I know everybody got a certain sound, and then but some now got the same feel and style, but
right.
I never found that with cats like yourself.
Right.
Describe your sound and your feel.
My sound, I feel like my sound is different. Not more so just talking about different things, you know what I'm saying? Because a lot of artists find themselves rapping about the same thing, drugs, women, money, things like that. But I found my sound, I feel like my sound is like, one of a kind, because I make music for myself. If it sounds good to me, like a lot of times, a lot of guys, like they say, oh, Fatt Fool, he arrogant when he goes to the studio. He don't want to ask nobody. I don't ask nobody opinion on no song, nothing. I don't be want no help. And then I'm going to drop this because it sound good to my ears.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I know if it sound good to me, it sound good to a million other people. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah.
So in other words, man, when I'm getting from there is like, you got your own creative process.
Oh, yeah.
That, and everybody, sometimes everybody ain't got that.
Right.
Right. On your creative process, how do you go about, your creative process?
So what I do is, like a lot of guys, they probably listen to beats and stuff like that. You'll rarely ever hear me riding around in the car or just listening to beats like that. You know what I'm saying? Like over 10 years ago, I feel like I'm saying this on the podcast show. I feel like I brung punching in to Columbus, like punch in rap, like not writing. You know what I'm saying? A lot of guys going there and rapping and sound like they reading.
You
know what I'm saying? I whatever come out the top of my head when I hear that beat, I just go from there.
And
whether it's singing,
right,
rapping, however it is, that's how I'm gonna go.
Yeah.
Just like that. That's how I create my vibe.
Yeah, that's a good. I mean, you have to have your own creative process, man. I mean, I feel like that's so important, man. Especially for me that see a lot of people that has come through, and just being able to see the different processes, right. Man. You know what I'm talking about because we've been. There were times we was up in the studio from old dark 30 to daylight. Oh man, what you saying? so Fatt Fool, who are some of your biggest musical influences, and how have they helped you to shape your even you as a person, or did any of that really happen, or you just felt that you did it for yourself?
Musical influence, I can't say I do it for myself, but I do have musical influences. I'm gonna start off locally. Locally, DK, he was one of my musical influences. You know what I'm saying? His music is his passion for it back then. You know what I'm saying? It just he just talented. Yeah. And I know I could go in there and do the same thing. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes if not better. You know what I'm saying? But he was a good person. I looked up to him. You know what I'm saying? He the first person really put me in the studio.
For real.
Yeah, him and I don't know if y'all know Devin on the beat.
Yeah, Devin on the beat. Yeah,
them two,
definitely.
Them two there, they the one they put me in there because both of them are producers also. Yes, both of them rap, but both of them are producers.
Yes, yeah. We talking about two. For those of you who don't know, DKZ, DK, Devin on the beat. They both are two, very good engineers, man, producers. Right. Just good cats all the way around.
Right. But mainstream, Future.
Yeah.
He the wizard. I feel like I can relate to him more than any artist out. You know what I'm saying? Future, from I've been listening to him from the beginning to now. He was my favorite artist back then. He's still my favorite artist now. Like, just the stuff he talk about, the way he, you know what I'm saying, go about doing. I like melody rap.
Yeah,
I ain't with all that drill rap,
right,
killing and stuff like that.
Right,
I just rap about life, what's going on at that point in time, trying to capitalize off of different, you know what I'm saying, different moments in life. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's why I drop April Fools. My name Fatt Fool, so on every April Fool, I drop April Fools.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I got 1 through 4. I got four finna come out on the 1st.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Well, we gonna get more into that. I don't want you to drop that on them too soon. All right?
Okay.
So let me ask you this, man. You just said something, man. You mentioned drill rap, man, and we know that there's been many phases, man, of rap, man, and conscious, gangster, love, whatever.
Yeah.
And we know that there's a positive and a negative, aspect of everything, not just rap. Let's get that out there. It's not just a positive and negative effect in rap. It's a positive and negative effect in everything. But what do you think about, what is your perspective on, the positive side, and what do you see as some of the negative that's really, affecting?
Okay, I'll start with the negative.
Yeah.
The negative, what I see affecting, I feel like is from me growing up, doing music, when I was a young teenager too at one point in time doing music, but even then times were different back then. Like, you know what I'm saying, we'll fight people and get it over with and be back cool with them the next week. You know what I'm saying, live to see another day type shit. Right. But now, you know what I'm saying, they killing and they killing
quickly,
especially around here. Like,
quickly.
They killing and it's like they getting younger and younger.
Yeah.
And me, as being a rap artist, I'm also a father too. You know, I got 3 daughters, so you know what I'm saying, they in high school now, so it's to where the age where your music gotta have growth. what
right.
I'm saying. But you gotta have growth in your music and rap about different things. So me going in the booth rapping about killing and doing this and that and the other, that's not setting a positive example. I try my best to set a positive example, but at the same time staying up to date. You know what I'm saying? Everything that's trending, you know, with the clothes all the way up to the jewelry to, you know what I'm saying? Nigga gonna stay up to date, but at the same time, you know, got to.
Do you think it's pressure to stay up to date, or is that just something, man? For me, I just think that, you know, that's something that is a personal thing, man.
Yeah.
You know, if you got, it's like the saying is, if you know, you know. If you don't know, you just don't know. You know what I'm saying? So
Ain't
I
no
think
pressure on staying up to date.
Yeah.
It come pretty natural.
Yeah.
It really come natural when you're a trendsetter.
That's it.
You know what I'm saying? You set the trend, you know, folks gonna follow you.
That's
They gonna
it.
follow what you do.
So let me ask you to do this for me. Share some memorable now, this is where we're going to have some fun. Share some memorable experiences or challenges that you faced on your journey as an aspiring artist. I mean, you give me some story. You give me something that, you know, sticks out that happened to inspire you on your journey.
Thing come to mind with me thinking about that is just doing music as a whole, doing it by yourself, doing it with a label, different people trying to come and sign you. I done had guys sign me. I done had people try to sign me. I done seen some stuff. You said give you a memorable moment, I'm gonna give you a memorable moment. I had a guy one time stop the whole club one night and bring out a big, you know, them big checks that they give away.
Yeah.
You know, the
Big
you know,
$1 million,
the big
when you
million.
hit the lotto.
I
Or
had a
something.
dude pull out a $20,000 check one time in front of the club and told everybody in the city he's signing me and I'm the newest artist to the label and this and that and the other, and I never seen a dollar from the check. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just a lot of stuff,
it's
man.
so much.
Being an artist and trying to focus on your music, you gotta have money. You gotta have money to be an artist.
Please say that again, man.
You got to have money to be an artist. You can't be out here trying to rap. You got to look like it. You know what I'm saying? You got to be appealing. You know what I'm saying? You got to have women want to go buy your album.
That's it.
That's the main target. If you got women want to buy your album and kids, you got them. You ain't got to worry about the niggas because the niggas, they gonna follow the women. Wherever the women that's where they gonna go.
Yeah.
So if you got them.
I think a lot of people don't have that. They forget the fact that, man, if you got 51% of the it factor, man, you know, a good label, a good, you know, backing can find that 49.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And you know, what you just said is something that a lot of these younger artists, they don't get it, and they have to get it, and that is, man, it takes money to do this, you know, and you know, with that being said, man, what is your creative process like when you're writing and recording new music? You know, how do you get in that mode?
Really, you know what I'm saying? Me. I smoke
That's
that
me.
Good. I smoke that good weed. Ease my mind, good weed. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm not too much of an alcohol drinker, but you know, I have my late night session sometimes where, you know what I'm saying? Well, some nights I have a studio session, it's packed.
Yeah.
Sometimes I have a studio session, it's me and the engineer.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's just, but like when it's me and the engineer, it's more like, you know what I'm saying, me just, you know what I'm saying, I pop me a little perk, smoke me a little weed.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Listen to that beat one time. I don't spend too much time in the studio searching for beats. Like after I hear like the first, I feel like I can make anything on any beat.
Right.
So after like the first 2 or 3 beats, out of them 3, and you can ask one of my producers, Red, back there, Rich Taker Red.
Shout out to Red.
Yeah, shout out to Red, man. After like them that third beat or that second beat, I'm gonna be ready to drop on one. I'm gonna be ready. Hey man, go on, load it up. Ready to go ahead and do it.
So everybody got that creative process, man.
Yeah,
and you know, a lot of people talk about it, and what do you feel that, you know, anybody have to have the same, you know, is there like a pattern, or it's just it's just something that's you should have.
Yeah,
that's in you.
It just got to be in you.
Yeah,
it got to be in you, not on you. That's the real saying.
Say that again. In you, not on you, man. For real. Yeah. I can agree with that, man. So, how do you stay motivated, man, and inspired to continue creating and defining your art?
I mean, like, really, right now, I say, like, my fans, and, you know what I'm saying, family members and friends, and that just, they stay on me. Like, in 2020, I think I dropped a tape called Who Framed Fatt Fool, and after that, I ended up going to jail, and when I got out, you know what I'm saying, I found myself in a, you know what I'm saying, rough place, trying to hustle, get money, trying to do this and trying to do that, and was on papers at the time. They PO trying to tell me I got to get a job, but I'm so popular in the city that every job I go to, people like, you work here? Like, you Fatt Fool. I'm like, you know what I'm saying? Crazy stuff, man.
Yeah,
I remember one time I had got on at the chicken plant, and like my third day at work, the manager, she came to the line. She told me she needed to talk to me. She took me back in the room with all the supervisors. I'm like, what I did? I know I smoked the blunt before I came here. They smelling on me or something. They was like, nah. They was like, we gotta get rid of you because you draw too much attention to the line. Like, everybody coming talking to you, and everybody got laid off.
Just because
laid off
of your popularity.
People know me.
Wow.
Like, you know what I'm saying? They look at me as a artist, not
working at a cash register, not doing security, not this. They want. So how did that inspire you? How did that inspire you?
Just I just knew then I had to go in. I got to go in. I got to give them what they want.
For real.
I got to get better. Like, when recording, you know what I'm saying, the more you record, it's just like basketball. You get better and better as you go. So I just try to perfect my craft and not let my fans down, man. Yeah. They'll tell me, I was like, it's over with. I ain't doing no more music no more. My homeboy, shout out my boy Wap, Dooney Wap, he close friend of mine. I told him, I was like, I don't really rap no more. You know what I'm saying? Me and him ended up being neighbors. And he was like, bro, where the music at? And I still was dropping at the time, but I wasn't putting that out. So I'm letting him hear new stuff, letting him hear new songs, and he heard, and he was like, bro, man, my brother trying to start a record label, man. We need to do something with this music. You know what I'm saying? Shout out, Rock Out the Label. I started rocking with them boys, man. CEO Word, man. I started rocking with them boys, man. Nice. And we had our little times and things like that. But now, you know what I'm saying, people go to jail and things happen and stuff, and people break up, and like now, it's just me. I'm you know what I'm saying, doing it by myself right now. Right. Help with it with the help of a couple of others. Yeah, help of a couple of others. You know what I'm saying?
Independency, man. I mean, independency is something that, you know.
Right.
I mean, I think once you get to a certain point, man, you know, especially in today's, industry, man, independency is probably one of the best things to do.
The best way to go.
You know? Let me ask you, what do you hope the listeners, what do you hope the people that listen to your music can take away from it?
Really, I made that music. I hope they take, I hope my music calm people down in situations. I hope my music, if you finna go out and party, I want to hear this song. This gonna turn me up for the party. You know what I'm saying? It's more of an emotional thing with me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I make music. Like, people tell me, they were like, you need to make more songs for the women, man. You go crazy when you sing on songs. You know what I'm saying? But I be at that, like you said, I'm independent right now, and I'm on some shit like I don't be really want to give them all I can do.
Right.
Tracks right now I do, it's gonna sound good to me and it's gonna sound good, but I really don't be giving my all, because I want to when I get to that next label and I do sign to, if I ever do sign to a big, you know what I'm saying, record label, you know what I'm saying, then I come out and give them some stuff that I had been just
because you got it in you. Yeah. You got it in you. You just know when to give and when to hold and when to fold or whatever, right? And that's the saying, man. What do you think is the state right now? This is a question that I got to ask. What do you think is the state that hip hop is in right now? Do you think it's good? Do you think it's but I don't really want to put that to say is it good, because I think all music is good to me.
Right.
But just the state of the music of itself, what do you think?
Right now, as of right now,
and let's be honest, man.
I mean, far as the city, far as Columbus, I feel like it was just turned up. I feel like it was just turned up like a year ago, 2 years ago. It was turned up. We had a couple of artists that were just, you know what I'm saying? We had new artists that were coming out and they were going to the next level. You know what I'm saying? For as far as me coming up, I never had nobody just sign me to no big labels and just hear big lump sums of money and stuff like that. And now, like, years later, like, I'm seeing that go on. I'm seeing it happen. You know what I'm saying? I'm seeing people do it right now. But far as Columbus, I feel like it kind of did it out right now.
Yeah.
So it ain't no better time than to drop music and. Because if somebody, it's people from the city who getting put on right now, right here
now.
and there. You know what I'm saying? So everybody want to be the next person. Everybody want to be next. So I feel like turn up right now, crunch time right now, while this shit did it out. You know what I'm saying? Somebody looking at the city, they'll look at you. You know what I'm saying? Got a better chance. You got a chance of getting on right now. Like really.
So let me say this, or let me ask you this: how do you stay true to what you do, as opposed to what's happening now? How do you manage to keep your view, even though the climate of what's going on musically?
Well, the way I look at it, like, you just got to keep a level head, man. You got to have a level head when you're doing it, man. And like I said before, just really just staying in my own little lane and rapping about, just talking about what's actually going on, like what I'm really doing. You know what I'm saying? If I'm rapping and telling you about what I'm actually doing, you shouldn't have no choice but to feel me.
Right.
You feel me?
Right.
I'm not on track saying I'm shooting this up, doing that. I'm not doing that.
Right.
I'm not on the track saying I'm riding in Maybach. I ain't never rode in one. I ain't never rode in one. You know what I'm saying? But I just rap about what I'm doing. I just be me on the track, rap about what I'm doing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
So you said something that really touched me, man, and as a father, because a lot of brothers, man, that I have happened to know. Mm-hmm. I remember when some of them probably became fathers.
Right.
So the change, for you to say and to recognize that there has, like someone once said, when I was like this, I was singing about this, but now that I've got to this point, right. I can't sing the same thing I was singing that I was singing maybe 10 years ago, because everybody changed, and this is no diss or anything about what a person does, but it's just a reality that your mindset's changed. Right. I can always hear in a person, man, when they've changed, man. Mm-hmm. And I me and you, we've sat down and, in sessions, right. Where we've seen a lot of good times, right. What I'm saying? But things change. So, what do you hope to see in this game? What do you hope to see, if that's the better way of saying it, going down the line, that the music does for the community of our people and just a community period?
What I hope to see, I really just hope to see everybody make it and get on, but just being real, everybody ain't gonna make it. So I just, like I said, that just go back to being you and doing you. If you doing you and just being yourself, man, people ain't gonna have no choice but to feel you. That's how I feel. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I can read people. Like it been like that. Even back in the church, like I could see Like I could tell when some, you know what I'm saying? Like how I hate to keep going back to that, but when you can tell people like who try to be uppity up, and you be like, oh nah, you really ain't like that. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So give me that. What would you give that? What advice would you give to those aspiring rap artists that's coming along?
I mean, I just be you. Every time you go in, just be yourself. I mean, spit the real shit. Be able to change as time change. You know what I'm saying? Be able to change it up and go with time. You know what I'm saying? Don't just box yourself in and just listen to just this certain type of music. You know what I'm saying? I listen to country music. I listen to gospel music. You know what I'm saying? And just advance your mind a little bit more than just listening to, you know what I'm saying? Just dumbed out music. You know what I'm saying?
For real.
It's more to it. It's way more to it.
I mean, those are facts, man. That's coming from an OG.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because I mean, when you start, I mean, for me, what I've always noticed, man, just listening to brothers talk, man, is when you get to that point, you can be an old fool or you can be an OG.
That's right.
Or, you know what I'm saying? And I think the difference is that, OG is going to spit that wisdom, coming along. So kudos to that, man. Can you share any upcoming projects? I mean, without letting too much out the bag, if you got something up and coming, can you share any upcoming projects or goals that you're working towards in your career?
Yeah, right now, main focus right now is just April Fool 4 right now.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I feel like I showed my ass on this project. You know what I'm saying? I'm just getting everything together now. I've been working with, you know what I'm saying, a couple of different artists. I got a couple of features on there. MPA SOAP,
okay.
YSN Solid. You know what I'm saying? I got a couple of producers on there. I know you know Goody.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I got a couple of. I try to keep it home team.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's my next upcoming project. You know what I'm saying? Of course,
I
I've been
know
working
Goody's
with
doing some of the work. It's gonna sound. You got some burners on there.
Oh yeah.
I know that for a fact.
Yeah, Goody hard, man.
Yeah. Are there any other creative outlets or interests you have outside the music that influence what you do?
What you mean, like outside?
I'm just saying that what other, not work.
Right.
Because I don't think work for me can influence me.
Right.
But is there anything that, outside of
that influence me?
That influence you, yeah.
Oh yeah, man. See, like I don't go all the way. I can sing on tracks and things like that. But I have my times where, you know what I'm saying, I'm still in the street too. You know what I'm saying? I'm still making plays, doing this and that too. So making play music, like shit like that. I go in there and make that type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. I go in there and rap about it. We could be in the spot and we could be gambling and playing 2K or shooting dice, and while I'm shooting dice, I come up with a hook, shaking the dice, talking, rhyming.
Right.
And that's why at every spot I have, I got a studio in the back.
Exactly.
It can go down any moment. I'm gonna come up with it, man. Gotta go drop there.
Yeah. What do you think set rap music apart as a form of expression, man? Do you think it's just everything that that people go through? I mean, from the gutter to the boardroom.
Yeah, that's how I feel. That's exactly how I feel.
Yeah,
and you can see that, like how I was telling you, like Future, he the wizard in my eye, but back then, you can tell how he advanced. Like he was rapping about certain things back then and this and that, the other. He was rapping about going and do that, but now, you know what I'm saying, he done advanced to a whole nother level. And I just sitting back just watching it, you know what I'm saying? Like people don't know, like Future been in the game 10 years. Yeah. Like he been in the game.
Is it 10 or more?
Probably more than 10. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And he just all the way advanced.
Yeah.
He went from hip hop to R&B to rock to, you know what I'm saying? He doing it all, and he write music, you know what I'm saying? And that's why I, you know what I'm saying, write music for people. A lot of artists in Columbus, I done wrote for a lot of people, a lot of artists in Columbus. I'm not gonna put them out and just say who I write for, but I write for a lot of artists in Columbia, old to young.
I can believe that.
Old to young.
I can believe
you know what I'm saying?
A
lot of studio sessions, like perhaps studio session with me and you. Yeah. I went in the studio for myself. No, I wasn't recording.
Exactly.
I was in there writing.
You was there, right,
for somebody else.
I definitely remember that.
Yeah,
definitely remember that. Yeah. So finally, just shout out yourself. Give the listeners, where they can find your music and connect with you online.
Okay. On Instagram is The Real Fatt Fool. I got a Facebook Fatt Fool. Fatt Fool is with 2 T, FATT. I don't got no Snapchat right now, but I'm getting all that stuff is in the making right now. But my mixtape drop, it's gonna be on all platforms, Apple Music, Spotify, YouTube. It's gonna be everywhere.
All right. Well, man, listen, Fatt Fool, is always a pleasure, man. It's definitely a pleasure seeing you, man, knowing that you're still in the game, man. You're still trying to do what you do. Everybody listen out for that, that April Fools, that, listen out for that I'm sure it's going to be hot when it drops.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying, man? And much success to you, man. Thank you for coming by the Backstage and chopping it up for this little time with us, man.
My pleasure,
and, man. I appreciate it, man. And best luck to you, man, in everything you do, brother.
My pleasure. Same to you, man.
Same here, brother. All right. Yeah.
How many plays you done made like a million? I knew these niggas gon' turn like a million. When I wake up, I'm in trap mode. Ain't tryna leave the house unless a play hit my phone. They wanna get me back in rap mode. But the way these niggas hate make me put one in they don't. Why you sit right here and light up my face? In the spot sippin' drink, I lean by the case. I'm high on the purse, I just smoke for the taste. Remember I took, so I know what it takes. I'm good on your look, and I know that it's fake. If we can't come together, let's separate. They say a fool in here, money, I'll easily part. And that's the day I'll be devastated.